Sell Your Car UK is back and delighted to offer for sale this stunning Saab 9.3 150 brake 2-litre turbo convertible automatic. It's a 2004 on an 04 plate, 2 owners from new, and it's only done 57,250 miles. It's in this lovely metallic silver, and as you can see for yourself, is in really lovely condition. I'll take you up close and personal with it, but let's just go for a little walk around this car. It's got a full service history. It's got a tax disc until January of 2015. All the manuals, which I'll show you, 2 keys, and all the bits you want with this car. Tiptronic, leather interior, auto windows, that electric soft top roof, and it's in lovely condition. There are some marks on it, so let's get up close and personal with the car. First thing to show you is the badge has lost a bit of its patina. I say a bit, all of. So it was blue, it's now silver. Some would argue that that actually looks a little bit nicer. There are some stone chips on the car as well, very small, but worth showing you as well, so you know exactly what you're coming down here to see. There's some marks as well on the front bumper. Just show you that there and that there. And if I come around the car as well, there are some tiny little things to note. On the driver's side wheels, it's a lot worse on the passenger side. I will show you that in due course, but there is some very light curbing to the wheel here on the front. Tyres are fantastic, loads of life left in them. Likewise, the discs and pads are pretty much like new. Small marks here on the housing of the wing mirror, and the patina seems to have gone a bit grey on this piece of plastic here, could do with being painted. Also just on this side, there's a little chip just there in the paint. All of that though kind of blends into nothing when you step back from the car. Really does look lovely. I'll just come to this wheel now, just to show you as well, bit of curbing damage just around the outside. If you want to get a wheel refurb done on any of these wheels, you're looking at £50 per wheel. I'm sure you can get it done cheap yourself, but that's done to a very, very good standard here through Sell Your Car UK. Just showing you again, the discs are excellent at the back, as are the tyres, as are the pads. Now there are some marks on the bumper here, so I'll just show you them. We've got this little crack and chip here, and then very light one just down there. This here, and a small dent that's been touched in by the look of it just there. If you want to get the bumper resprayed, you can do. The actual worst of it is over this side. If you want to get it done, you can do. If you want us to do it for you, £150 is all it will cost for our bodywork guy to take care of all of this, and that bumper will look as good as new once he's finished with it. I'm sure you might be able to get it done a bit cheaper yourself than 150, but I doubt you'll be able to get it done as well. Our guy is fantastic. The seller on this occasion has decided not to spend any money on this vehicle, which is all reflected in the price, but obviously I want to make you aware of any little marks. And to be honest with you, he's not wrong. It's an old car, it's going cheap, it's not worth his while getting this work done, and indeed you might be able to live with it. On this side, this wheel is probably the worst of all 4. Lots of curbing damage done to not just the rim but also the face of this alloy wheel, but still £50 will get that refurbed back to a great standard. Good discs, good pads, good tyres, and very, very little to report on this side of the car. There is a tiny little dimple dent just there, which you can see just bouncing away with that little chip, and then again on this wing mirror, little mark there, and again the housing has lost its blackness there. If we go to this wheel, just to show you, again curbing, not as bad as the previous wheel, but certainly worse than those on the driver's side, so just showing you that there. And again, great discs, great pads, and great tyres as well. Tiny little dimple dent just there, you can see where some evil person has opened their car door onto this one, but if I stand back, that all just pales into insignificance because this car looks absolutely stunning in this metallic silver. Now we're going to just show you the inside of the car very briefly. I just want to show you from the passenger side that it's got full leather interior and it's in really good condition. There's very little wear. That is not wear, that is a bit of pollen from a tree, so I'll just get rid of that. So I'll just show you here, no real tears or rips. There's a small little mark here from where somebody's obviously jumped in with some jeans on, and as you'd expect, a little bit of wear on the lumbar support just here, but nothing really major. I'll get into the inside of the car in due course in a bit more detail, show you all the bits and bobs that you need to see, and indeed once we put the roof down you'll be able to see this interior in all of its glory. The rear is absolutely lovely. But with 5 minutes gone, let's go into the boot, because in true Sell Your Car UK style, we have all of the docs waiting for us. Now, to start with, here is the service history. Last serviced in July of 2012 at 48,394 miles. You can see that there for yourself. Now, the service schedule on this car is every 2 years or every 18,000 miles. So it's probably due a service next month. Or indeed in 8,000 miles, whichever gets here first. And just showing you here some more stamps as well, all relating to all of the bills that are coming with the car. So you can see that for yourself, going all the way back to Saab. Just to show you as well, the previous MOT, no advisory items, done at 53,229 miles, about 4,000 miles ago, on the 25th of July 2013, expires on the 29th of July 2014. And again, as I say, coming with all the bills showing all the work that's been done on this car. It's been very well looked after. You've also got a Bluetooth kit in the car, and here is the user guide for it. And you've also got all of the user guides as well for the car coming with it. So you've got your owner's manual, details about how the infotainment works, all sorts of bits and bobs, all coming with the car, and all coming in this very neat little wallet that houses them all. You've also got the V5, and that shows you, I won't show you all the details for data protection reasons, but it shows you it's one former keeper, so you will be the second owner of this car. So it's been very well looked after, loved from the start. The current owner, just to give you a heads up as well, purchased this car on the 5th of February 2007, so it was only almost 3 years old when he had it, when he bought it. So he's had it for the last 7 years and has loved it. Underneath here, you've got a spare tyre that has been on the car but has plenty of life left in it, all the tools and the locking wheel nut as well. Now I'm going to give that a close, and I'm going to come around to the driver's side here with 7 minutes gone. Wow, I'm flying through this video. I just want to show you though, there are 2 keys for the car. They've both seen better days because they have lost a little bit of their luster. This one has also lost a little bit of its Saab badge. Oh, you can see me. Hello. Just showing you this though, also here are the buttons here. You can see it's a little bit worn, but it all still works absolutely fine. I'm going to press the button to unlock it, and I'm going to jump in. It was already unlocked, I don't know why I did that. And I'm going to jump on in here. I'm going to shut the door, and I'm going to put the key in this very funky little central ignition slot, and it starts absolutely perfectly. First time, no problems whatsoever. All those warning lights going off, except for the ones telling me to put my seatbelt on and to take my handbrake off, which I'm doing neither of, because not because we've got no petrol, but because we're not going to drive it here on this video. If you want to go for a drive, then by all means, if you want to increase that 57,273 miles, you're welcome to do so. All you need to do is get in touch with us here at Sell Your Car UK, and we'll go for a test drive. No problems, no questions, just bring your license. We've got a trip computer here, which is controlled by this very cool little dial just here. I won't go through it all, but it basically shows you your distance to empty, as we can see there, your miles per gallon, that sort of thing. Night panel, which turns off these lights. I'll just do that and you'll see. Yep, it's just like a fighter jet. I'm sure they all have night panel. There's the Bluetooth Parrot car kit just above your dual zone climate control, which is all powered by air conditioning here, which you can turn off. These temperatures can be changed using these buttons here, and this side's for the driver, this side for the passenger. If the roof is off, it doesn't show temperatures, it just shows the power of the fans from a 1 to a 10. You've also got the coolest cup holder in the world. I love that. Now, it is worth noting with this air conditioning, it works absolutely fine, but there is a slight error which causes this to happen. It's not going to do it now. Here we go. Wait for the noise. Now you should be able to hear a bit of clicking going on there. It's louder if we go up. So you can hear that. It does stop. It doesn't go on forever. That is the recirculation flap, which we've had diagnosed by our mechanics. So the heater unit has a recirculation flap and it is jamming, and that is what's causing you to hear that noise. So there it is again, and if we go up, there it is again. Now it does go off. And the current owner has lived with it. He hasn't bothered trying to fix it. It doesn't make any difference to him whatsoever, and I can understand his point. If you want to get that fixed, then by all means have a chat with us. We can get you prices and tell you how long it's going to take, and we can sort that out for you. Or you can just take the car and get it sorted out yourself in your own time if that's what you want to do. Now you've got a stereo. We'll move on from that dual zone climate control. Stereo's up here for the controls, and it's a great sound system. I'll only play very shortly because
School says parents should be fined if they don't make their children do their homework.
Quite right. Sorry, I went all Daily Mail. Okay, we've got a CD player though, so you don't have to listen to the Daily Mail on your radio while you're driving. Cup holder number 1 is down here. Very nice little system down here if you want to see that. But as I say, best cup holder in the world is just there. And you've got a bit of storage just here. And over here as well, you've got an ashtray, but it takes a little bit of a knack to get it open. Hang on, there we go. Yeah, it's jammed a little bit, so just to show you that. So you know everything there is to know about this car. And if I open up here as well, you've got an air vent in the glove compartment. You don't need to see that at 11 minutes. All you care about is this button right here, which you'll see opens this roof. It's quite a quick process as well, and you can even do it whilst the car is driving along, as long as you're doing less than 20 miles an hour. While we're getting some sun in here, I'll just show you as well, there's a bit of wear to the steering wheel that I just want to show you. Just here, you can see that for yourself. And it's a multi-function steering wheel, so you've got the controls for your stereo over here and over here, and you've also got these controls here which allow you to adjust the gears on the steering wheel. So that is a flappy paddle kind of gear shift, and you can also do it from down here. All you need to do is flick the selector over to M for manual, and plus goes up the gears, minus goes down, just like you've got over here. You've also got cruise control, which is a very cool thing to have. Electric windows front and rear, and they are auto windows as well, and your lights are here and your wipers are here. So that is pretty much everything. I can't think of anything else, but with the roof down, I can think of something else. Beeping at me. Take the key. This here, the electric wing mirrors that it has. Unfortunately, the passenger side wing mirror does not adjust electrically anymore, so you'll have to adjust that with your hands, or indeed you'll need to get that fixed. But we have taken all of this into consideration when pricing up the car. It makes a small difference, so there is a small saving for you. Of course, if we were to get that done ourselves, then we would just add it onto the price of the car. If you want to get us to do it for you, then we can do with pleasure. I just want to show you though, with the roof down, this is when this car really does come into its own. It looks absolutely gorgeous. The hard cover at the back there hides the roof, and it folds away perfectly, and it really does look lovely, especially when the sun is shining as it is right now. For the price of this car, you really are getting a fabulous convertible for the summer, and indeed when that roof is up, then it is a great car all year round. I'm just going around it here so you can see for yourself. It looks absolutely lovely, and while the roof is down as well, I'm just going to show you again the interior so you can see it really does look lovely. There's no tears, there's no rips, there's no stains. It really does look great. It's a beautiful car. It will make somebody very happy indeed. And just to show you as well, when the roof is stored, there's still plenty of room in that boot. Obviously it does take up some of the space in there, as you can